Hello and welcome to another episode. I am Brian, the Unskilled Commander. This is match 2 of 5 Colors Matter, Autobots Rollout, Unblockable Equipment, and Lili Tribal. Let's go ahead and roll the 4-sided dice. 1, 2, 3, 4 as always. And looks like 5 Colors is going first. So we will draw for turn. Start out slow, as all 5 colors decks I make do. We'll have a floodplain, comes in tapped, and the next time I can sacrifice it to search for a plains or island. We're going to pass. Draw over here. We'll go with a port town. Comes in tapped. I do not have an island or plains to show to untap it, but it doesn't matter, not any 1-drops anyway. So we'll pass. Draw for turn. Island for turn. Tap it. We actually have a turn 1 play. Golem Skin Gauntlets. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each equipment attached to it, and you equip it for 2. That will hopefully come in handy once we get some creatures out and our commander. So let's go ahead and pass turn. Draw, play a swamp for turn, and no 1-drops. Exciting. Let's go pass. Untap, upkeep, draw. We're going to play a Nomad Outpost. Comes in tapped for red, white, or black. And we'll, of course, go sacrifice the floodplain to look for a named land that has plains or island. I'm not even sure how many I have. Part of the problem. Because with those ones, you kind of want to balance it out where you have the lands that sack and look for named lands, and then enough of those named lands that it warrants, going in for them. Island Swamp is one option. I do want to look through real quick because we want to kind of color balance as much as we can. We already have a black there. Early game, especially in a 5-color, the color balancing is kind of important. Mountain Forest, no. Talking and talking, because we don't want to have dead air. I've noticed that in some of my, I've got Forest Plains. Ideally, it would be really cool if it was like, if I could get like a island forest. No, it doesn't look like we have anything like that. All right, we'll just leave it at the Sunken Hollow. We then need to shuffle on up. Comes in tapped. How many shuffles do you guys like to do? Do you think? Because I always just do one. But it's like, in your play groups, is it supposed to be, you have minimums where it's like, you gotta shuffle 3 times, otherwise it's not fair enough or something weird like that, or just your own personal, it doesn't work if I don't shuffle it twice, because then it's a better shuffle. I don't know. How do you do it? Let me know in the comments. We're gonna pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play Karn's Bastion, tapping both for a Silver Myrrh. 1/1, and then taps for blue. Go ahead and pass. Artifact creature, as they need to be over there. Or humans. Untap, upkeep, draw. We'll play another island over here. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and tap 2 to play Storm Chaser Drake. Flying 2/1. Whenever it becomes the target of a spell you control, draw a card. Unfortunately, we saw that in the last game. Not unfortunate because it's a good card, but as I've said before in multiple episodes, I do hate having you guys just see the same cards over and over again. That seems cheap, and you don't get to see the full diversity of the decks. But we're going to go ahead and pass. Untap, upkeep, draw. Play that swamp we just drew. Still no low enough drops, so go ahead and pass. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. We're going to play Crystal Quarry. Oop, that does not come in tapped. It taps for colorless, but you can pay 5 and tap it, and then you get 1 of every color. Uber. So, and since Jared is all about that, about that life, as it were, we want to get Wooburg out as best as we can. you know what? We're going to take that move back just because we're going to play a normal old forest first because white and a forest because we want to get Jensen out. I kind of keep forgetting he's only a 2-drop. So I was like, that Crystal Quarry wasn't the best play right there. All right, so at least we have a blocker over here. We'll go ahead and pass. Untap, upkeep, draw. Now let's see, what would we like to do? I have 3 mana. I do have 3 mana. But unfortunately, I really don't have the best thing. So we're just gonna have to play Is It Boiler Works, bouncing Karn's Bastion back to my hand and try and set ourselves up a little bit more in the future. We could swing in on Lili, but really at this point that would just leave us open and there's no reason to start smacking that early. Pass turn. Speed magic, but you'll know that's never a thing with my decks. Okay, draw for turn. Play a island. Now, obviously, we should and could play our commander, but I'm thinking it's still super early. It's only turn 3. I want to tap 1, 2, 3 for Kefnet's Monument, which we also saw this deck do last game. Annoying, but it's a good card for this. Blue creatures cost 1 less to cast, so we get more value out of that 3 mana next turn. And whenever you cast a creature spell, period, target creature and opponent control doesn't untap during its untap step. So if someone does swing at us, we can kind of frost tap it a little bit when we play a creature. Again, I still do not want to actually attack. Now, although it would draw us a card. So I think maybe it would be in this deck's best interest to start swinging. It's flying. It doesn't have to come at, or it can go at everybody, but we'll go ahead and send it. I don't know. What do you think? Like, we could just send it over here, but, you know, we don't want to play based off of prior games. We don't want to be like, well, Autobots won last time. We're going to go after you. You know, no one's really doing anything that is impressive enough to warrant a direct attack. This is just to get a card draw. So I'm going to send it at you. I'm going to send it at Autobots because you are ramping tiny, kind of. You know, you got the bounce land, so you're going to have more mana next turn. We will go ahead and drop you to 38, and I draw a card. Oh, no. Sorry. I'm so stupid. Which you should not be surprised about by now. I try to be intelligent, but it doesn't work. That's the card draw is just whenever I target it with a spell. So we will not attack. We will not start the ire of others yet. We'll pass turn. Play a swamp. I want to play the Bonder's Ornament to get a little, you know, mana rocks going out here, but because of we are open, and also simply by playing our commander, we're going to ping everybody for 1, and we gain a life. So definitely want to get that out early. So now you are down to 39. 39. And guess what? Also 15. No, just kidding. 39. Oh, it's so funny. But all right. There we go. Everyone's got something on the board. It's a decent start. Turn 3. That's, you know, it's okay. Pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's see, what do we want to play? I think we're going to play this normal old mountain first, which gives us 4 mana. Let's see, I believe... Okay, let's try this. We'll go white, green, and 1 other for Farburrow Elder. He is a vigilant treefolk, 0/0, but he gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents you control. And you can tap him for each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that color. First off, we have a trigger that I cast a multicolor spell, so I get to scry. It's Jungle Shrine. I think we're going to leave that. We need some better lands going. Well, that's... Many will argue that's not a good land, but it's a land that, you know, taps for 1 of the 3, so I like it. Now he is going to get... And they're not counters, he just gets +1/+1. But that's 1, 2... Really, I think it just means 2, right? Let me know in the comments if this is wrong, because he says he gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents you control. There's only 2 colors among the permanents I control. And plus the fact that he says I can tap him for one color of each permanent I can, whatever. For each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana. The most I can do is 5, right? So that means he only gets a buff for each of the things. So I don't know. I don't think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's just 2. I'm going to play it that way. If I'm wrong, let me know, and then we can worry about that in the future. But we're going to pass. Untap Upkeep. I will play Karn's Bastion again, tapping 1, 2, 3, and 4 to play Thran Dynamo. Be really great if I had a 3-drop or less artifact, but I do not. So we're going to have to wait a little bit to play something else. Well, I do have, well, that could be 4 something. Do I have anything that only costs blue? Nope. Alright, but we're setting ourselves up to get Optimus out, hopefully pretty quick here. Because this is turn 4. He's a 6-drop, so we can get him out on turn 5. It's a little early, it's not bad. We're going to pass. Untap, Upkeep, Draw. Alright, so blue creatures cost 1 less, so I'm totally going to tap the blue to bring out Tetsuko. I'm going to tap 2. I could and probably should. You know what? We can do this even better. Let's make a little army. So we're going to tap the blue to get Tetsuko out because they cost 1 less. 1 blue because it costs 1 less to play Grey Harbor Merfolk. It's a 0/3, but he can't be blocked. So eventually we can attach the Golem skill to him. Golem skin to him. Oh, no, we can't, though. Once we do that, he will not be blocked. Well, that's right. That's right. The whole reason why he's in there is he's unblockable by himself. He doesn't need Tetsuko's adjustment. That's why he's there. So we can put the Golem skin gauntlets on there at some point. And finally, we will pay 1, because they cost 1 less, for Coral Helm Guide, a 2/1 Merfolk. I can pay 5, and target creature can't be blocked this turn. Alright, that was some seriously good value out of Kefnet's Monument. I like that. Now people are starting to get some stuff. They're ramping up. We know he's going to get his commander out. He's got, some creatures out. It's probably a good idea to start swinging. So now we will swing a 2/1 in the air. Now we'll swing it at Optimus, I think. Taking you down to 37. No actual triggers off of that or anything, but there you go. We're going to pass turn. Untap, Upkeep, Draw. Play a Swamp. Now, obviously, we want to... Ooh, that could help, huh? Ooh, that would definitely hurt Optimus. It wouldn't do too much to the others, but it'll slow them down. Yeah, I think this is probably a solid move. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 to play Oath of Liliana. When Oath of Liliana enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature. At the beginning of each end step, if a Planeswalker enters the battlefield under my control, I put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. So, sucks to be you guys. Unfortunately, you have to sacrifice that. Let's see. You know what? He was already a 0, so I guess we'll just sacrifice that. So that way the equipment can go into somebody better. Over here, I guess we're going to have to go ahead and sacrifice the tree, because obviously we don't want to get rid of our commander. So I think that was a pretty strong move for Liliana's early deck. We could swing in on Optimus. Seems like a little bit of dogpiling, and we really don't want to leave ourselves open. So yeah, we'll pass. Untap, Upkeep, Draw. Play that Jungle Shrine we knew was coming. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Only 4. Okay. Let's try this one this time. Black, white, and one other. 4 Conrad, Console of Allocation. 2/3. This is going to be a tricky one because we got to remember all these triggers. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell of any kind, that player loses 2 life and I gain 2 life. That's going to be really hard to remember, but so be it. I cast a multicolor spell. We're going to scry. Maelstrom Nexus. First spell you cast as an enchantment. I think we're going to leave that. That's going to be, we don't draw it, but we're going to leave that where it is. And then we're going to pass. Untap, upkeep, draw. Then I will. So what have we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do have enough to cast Optimus right off the bat. We'll play this Prairie Stream that comes in tapped. And I guess that's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The red, blue, white. To cast Optimus Prime, hero. Okay, the beginning of each end step, bolster 1. Choose the creature. Guess what? He's the only creature on the field for me. So good old Optimus is going to bolster. He gets a +1/+1 counter on. So now he's a 5/8 commander. That's pretty good. We're going to go ahead and pass turn. It was a creature, so nothing over there. Untap, upkeep, draw. We're going to play an island for turn. Now, of course, now that we have that stupid console, this is going to be a little annoying. We're going to pay 2 to play our Artillery Sphere, which means we have to lose 2 life, down to 7, and then you gain 2 life, up to 50 or 41. And then we'll pay the 2 to actually tap and sacrifice it to get 2 basic lands into my hand. Now they go into the hand and not the battlefield, which is unfortunate. Well, easy. These are not good cards for shuffling. It's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping they would be, but they're not. I might have to switch them out at some point. So they go into my hand. So at least I have lands moving forward for the next 2 turns, which is good, and I deck thinned a little bit, theoretically. So, now, you are a nuisance to me now, so I think we're going to send 2 creatures your way, especially since you're going to be gaining life off of things. So yeah, you're going to take 4 unblockable. So that puts you down to 37. Smack you down off your high horse. And we still have our own commander out for a little bit of blocking if something comes over small. So we will pass. Draw for turn. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all we got. I didn't just play a land, did I? Wow. Like 5-second lapse of memory, short-term memory, because I want to play. I don't think so, right? Because I think, was it only 3 or was it? Because this is. He's got 4. That's got 5, so this is turn 5. And I only had 4. So yeah. Right? I guess I can play Married Landscape. It comes in tapped anyway. So then I'll tap 3 for 3 to play Koma's Faithful. It's a 3/1 lifelink. When Koma's Faithful dies, each player mills 3 cards. Black creature came in, so I'm going to gain a life. Everyone else is going to lose 1. 36, 36, and 36. No real reason to attack, so we're going to pass. Untap, upkeep, draw. Now let's see, can we play? We have 5. Do we have any other lands in our hand? First of all, we do. We have the Crystal Quarry from way earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we definitely can do it, but I don't want to see if we want to waste it. Red, green, blue, white. No, black, white. So we don't even need to use that right now. That's always good for, like, if we have a bunch of mana rocks, we tap the mana rocks into Query to make 5 colored mana. But we're going to play the enchantment Maelstrom Nexus. The first spell you cast each turn has Cascade, which is awesome. That doesn't count, of course, because it's too late. But we cast a 5-color spell, so we actually get 2 things. Whenever you cast a multicolor spell, we scry 1. It's Rocky Tar Pit. And then you can look for it. Yeah, I think we'll leave that there. And then, if that spell was all colors, create a 4/4 White Angel. So, ba-boom! Got ourselves a Angel, Flying, Vigilance. That's a good blocker and a good attack. Again, I'm not going to swing out with these 2 little guys. I don't believe I've missed anything. I got the Armorly Sphere. There's nothing in that graveyard, so I didn't cast any non-creatures over there. So we're good. We're going to pass. Every time, man. Every time. It's each end step, not so. End step, end step, end step. That's 3 more bolsters. Which is pretty insane. Like, Optimus is kind of almost broken. He's kind of crazy. I mean, it's, exile spell, easy enough to get rid of him. But still. So now he is an 8/12. No trample, but he's still a commander. So if there's a way to get him through, it's going to start doing some serious damage. I'm going to draw a card for turn. I'm going to, let's see how we want to do this. Well, first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 mana. I think that is definitely what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Using the 2 white to play Parhelion 2. It's a vehicle to 5/5, flying first strike vigilance. Whenever Parhelion 2 attacks, create a 2/4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance that are attacking. And they don't go away. So that is sick. I love it. Accrue it with a 4, so Optimus can totally accrue it. It will have summoning sickness, so we can't do that right now. And it is going to be a very big target. However, it's currently an artifact, so no one can, unless you have artifact removal, it's kind of safe. I'm going to play Azorius Chancery, bouncing the Karn's Bastion back to my hand one more time, just to get a little bit of more ramp. I think I may have played that out of order. I should have tapped one of them for the Soul Ring I drew, because I still would have had enough mana to play that. That's a misplay on my part. I'm not going to rewind it for that. That's fine. Sometimes you gotta suffer the consequences of your misplays, guys. Now, what do we want to do? Who's been hurting Optimus the most? Who blew up the mirror? That was her. And then he stops it if we luckily, well, that's an artifact, so actually we do lose 2 life. And he gains 2. So I think that may be answering our question right there. Do give me one moment. I want to check the camera. Cool. Sorry, just paranoid about that. I've lost a couple episodes because the camera just stopped recording and things happen. So I like to check it a couple times throughout the game. But yes, I think we may be swinging over here. Now, we have no fear of stack blocking, killing Optimus, because 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, he's way past that. He is an 8/12. So we're gonna swing that right at you. Because I don't like that you're, gonna cascade, you're gonna be making angels and stuff, and at least scrying, so we don't like that. 8 commander damage coming at you. Now the question is, I kind of want to, you want to throw the angel under the bus, but that's a nice 4/4 flyer with vigilance. But you're certainly not going to take these 2, so I guess and taking 8 commander damage. If it was just 8 damage, I might let it go, but yeah, so we're going to just do that. Destroyed, no problem. End step, we will bolster again and pass. Let's see if we can remember those bolster triggers from now on, boys and girls. Sort that out amongst yourselves. Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. We're going to play an island for turn that we drew, even though we went through all the trouble of getting them in our hand early. Okay, you know what? This will work though. Let's try this to get some more card draw. We're going to tap 3 to play Compulsive Research. We will take 2 damage. Down to 34. You will gain 2 life up to 40. You son of a... but then I draw 3 cards. Well, target player, I'm going to choose myself. Draws 3 cards, and then discards 2 cards unless they discard a land. Well, considering 2 of the cards I just freaking drew were lands. Here we go. I still have 2 left over. Oh, wait, where did it go? I thought we just drew something. There it is. Yes, so because blue spells cost 1 less, we're going to tap 1, 2, Cloudkin Seer. 2/1 flyer, and when there's a battlefield, we draw a card. Whoosha! It's all about the draw. All about that draw. That draw. Whatever. Now, I think we're going to just go ahead and rinse and repeat. We're going to send 4 damage your way because you're gaining too much life. We don't like it. Back down to 36. It's like a friggin' yo-yo diet over here. Just up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, yes, I keep forgetting about the... second half of Kefnet. I cast a creature, so I can tap down something. Well, no, I can... Target creature doesn't untap if it's already tapped, so I can stop you from untapping Optimus. Which reminds me of Optimus, and we're moving to our end step, so we're going to go ahead and bolster. Yay. Pass turn, untap, upkeep, draw. You know what? This is a really stupid, weird way of doing it, but why not? I feel like it's fun. 1, 2, 3 to play Bonder's Ornament. We're going to tap 1 to play Dark Ritual. Now, first of all, that's a non-creature, so we take 2 damage down to 40, and you gain 2 life up to 38. Then we're playing Dark Ritual, which is another non-creature, so we go down to 38, and you go back up to 40. Annoying, but that puts 3 mana into our mana pool, which we will use 2 of it to sacrifice Mirrored Landscape to get 2 basics that share a type onto the battlefield tapped. We still have 1 mana floating, and we do have the Bonder's Ornament, which would allow us another mana. So we have 2. Is there anything? We do have a 2. Do I have a creature card in my graveyard? I do not, unfortunately. And yep, that's it. So while that would be fun to try that, we do not have anything to play off of it. Interesting, we can remember that. But I don't really think we want to swing into anybody. Optimus is technically open because the Parthenon or Parhelion is not a creature. But that's not really our concern. Like, I mean, right now, Autobots is not a concern for it's this thing that keeps gaining a ton of life. Every time someone hits it, it gains it right back. So we're going to go ahead and pass, which means we bolster. And we're going to come back over here. Untap, upkeep, draw. Play that Rocky Tar Pit. We saw that's comes in tapped. Now, first spell you play each turn has Cascade. Interesting. That would really mess things up. Well, here's the thing. It would really only mess up Optimus drastically. It would kind of hurt the others a little bit. I'm looking at Merciless Eviction. I could go exile our artifacts. Yeah, but I think we should sit on that for see what Optimus does. Because he can't untap this time anyway, so he's not crewing that thing. And he's way bigger than that thing right at this point anyway. So I think we hold on to that until he starts swinging at us. Then we, get rid of exile all the creatures. All right, so in terms of... oh yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. Green, red, blue, and 2 others to play Xyrus the Withering Storm. It's a 3/5 Snake Leviathan. Flying. Whenever an opponent draws a card except the first one they draw, first one in the turn, we create a 1/1 green snake creature token. Whenever Xyrus deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards. Ooh, that's where you do it. My friend had a really good Withering Storm deck that just made you draw cards constantly, and he had like a bajillion snakes. It was pretty crazy. So first of all, we got some cast triggers here. We cast a multicolor spell, so we're going to scry 1, Temple of the False Gods. At this point, we have enough land, so we're going to put that on the bottom. I know some people hate that card. I think it's fine. It's not the best, but it's decent. But then our next cast trigger is going to be the cascade. So we need to cascade. We casted for 5, so we need to look forward to the next thing that's 4 or less. There you go. Nice. That's a pretty decent hit. Joda. Everything else goes on the bottom of the library in a random order. Now, when you cast your first spell, exile cards from top of to exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. We cast a multicolor spell. We scry again. Obsidian Obelisk. There's the battlefield tapped. It taps for 1 mana or mana. Again, we're not really hurting for mana at this point. We just want to get to some spells and some creatures. All right. So that's cool. So we can pay. So if we get something really expensive, we just have to pay Wooburg and cheat it out onto the field pretty solid. I like that. Still no reasons to attack just yet. So we're going to pass, and this is where things are going to get real bad to try and remember things. Right? We did all that. Everything's good. Okay, so end step, bolster. Untap, upkeep, draw. We don't untap him, unfortunately, because of the dang unblockable. We play Karn's Bastion again. And we drew a card. So if we draw another card, that's going to be bad. We're going to Karn's Bastion into Soul Ring. Unfortunately, that's non-creature. So we go to 32. They go to 42. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do I have any really... I don't have any crazy big spells. Nope, that's not going to help anything. All right, so what did I say? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, we got a lot more than that, sorry. Let's move these things around so we keep track of the proper... Because these are the double lands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nice. All right, we can do these 2 spells. It's going to hit us, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, with one of them being white for Approach of the Second Sun. I know it's kind of cheap. You're going to be like, oh, Brian, your decks were actually kind of doing stuff, and now you're just going to win off of that. Yeah, but that's why it's in the deck. You know, why wouldn't it be? So this is the first, if this spell was cast from your hand and you've cast another spell named Approach of the Second Sun this game, you win the game. Otherwise, put Approach of the Second Sun into its owner's library, 7th from the top. Oh, and it gains 7 life. I don't think I've ever been doing that part. But first off, we cast a non-creature spell, so we're actually going to take 2 damage down to 30, which means that when we gain that 7, we're going to go up to 37. So let's just make that easy. They're going to gain 2 life up to 42. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Approach the Second Sun goes at 7. You gotta remember not to shuffle that library, boys. All right, and then we've got to tap white, and one other. Unfortunately, we're gonna kind of waste a floating mana to play Glorious Anthem. Creatures you control get +1/+1. We're gonna take the ding down to 35. They go up to 36. And we're going to be like, yo, D-bag, stop tapping down Optimus because he's getting out of hand. You're right, sorry. But we are going to move to end step. Proliferate. Holy crap. Someone needs to deal with Optimus. Pass turn. I did all of that. Right. Did not draw any extra cards over there, right? No. All right, so we're going to untap, upkeep, draw once, play an island for turn. See, what really sucks is now, well, all right, let's try it. First of all, we're going to tap 1, 2 to equip this thing that's been sitting here forever. But who do we equip it to, yo? Oh, right. Well, see, more card draw, but we need to. That's the point. I guess we don't need to, but that's why. So we attach it to this, giving it +1/+0. And when it becomes the target of a spell I control, I draw a card. So I'm drawing a card. Bing, bing, bing. Yo, Jerko over here is going to make a 1/1 snake, right? That's how it works. No, wrong one. Yeah, whenever an opponent draws a card, except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, create. Yeah, so every time they draw. So what did I draw? I drew something that helps with card draw, so we really probably don't want that at this point. That's a card draw spell. All right, well, this isn't a card draw spell, so I suppose we'll try this. 1 and 2 to anticipate. That's going to cost us 2 life. You're going to gain 2 life. This is ridiculous. But we are going to look at the top 3 cards of our library, put one of them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. It does not say draw, it just says put it in your hand, so meh. Land, Resculpt, and Divination. Well, Divination is more draw spells. Exile target artifact or creature its controller creates, Resculpt is totally going into our hand. These ones go on the bottom of the library in any order, and we will then tap 2 to play Resculpt on your stupid snake. Exiling it, but you do make a 4/4. So that gets exiled, and you make a 4/4. Whatever, however we cast a non-creature, so we do take another 2 damage, and he does gain another 2 life, up to 50. Holy crap. But yeah, exile target artifact creature, its controller creates a 4/4 red and blue elemental creature token, which I don't have. All right. Now, we're mad. You'd gained too much life. So we're going to swing all of them at you. Unblockable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's drop you back down to 43 at least. My goodness. Can't really do anything else. We'll pass. Good old Optimus proliferates. Or bolsters. Sorry. Wrong terminology. Then we untap. Upkeep. I don't believe there's any upkeep triggers over here. We're going to play the land we just drew. That's not helpful. Since we don't... Yeah, not helpful. But this will be good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a good one. Sir Conrad of the Grim. Sir Conrad the Grim. He's a 5/4. Whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, he deals 1 damage to each opponent. So anything happens, pretty much he gets pissed and smacks people. Tap white, 1 other and a black. Each player puts the top card of their library in their graveyard. The point being, if any of those are creatures, he starts to trigger. But first off, a black creature enters the battlefield, so she does trigger. She's triggered. Up to 49. You're down to 42. You're down to 29. And you are down to 34. This side of the board's getting smacked around. The board, I said. All right. You know, that's actually, because of the cards I have in my hand, that's not a bad idea. We're going to go ahead and tap 2 to activate his ability. Each player puts the top card of their library graveyard. It's just a freaking thing. That's just a land. So 2 lands, 2 duds. Aha, creature. So Conrad's going to be like, creature is put into the graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield. He deals 1 damage to each opponent. So 28, 33, 41. Now, lastly, you do yours. Another land. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. Still don't want to swing at anybody, so we're going to pass. Untap, upkeep, draw. I don't believe I have any upkeep triggers. Yeah, we got some, all I have is destruction spells. But this one, well, exile, target, yeah, let's go with this. It's gonna be the cascade's gonna be bad, but whatever. I mean, I guess we could go with the higher cost spell here, but, Oh, whoops, I need to do that. Green, black, and white. To play Abzan Charm, choosing I draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Since I'm doing pretty good in the life, I don't worry about that, but I draw 2 cards. Boom. Boom. I'm also going to sacrifice Rocky Tar Pit, search for a swamp or mountain. I know we saw that. I was positive there was a named swamp mountain in here, or it's just a swamp at least. Look at all the pretty cards that are never going to actually show up in the game. Look at them all. Mountain Forest. Did I say mountain? I did. There we go. Boom. That's good enough. We'll then play Cinder Glade, which will come into the battlefield tapped. Put that card on the battlefield. Oh, so it actually would do whatever, and unless you have 2 more basic lands. I actually do. So this does come in untapped. Sweet. However, I actually got ahead of myself. So Rocky Tar Pit first, then Abzan Charm. Well, I guess we can't say that, can we? Shoot. So it has to be, because I shuffled. I wasn't thinking about the cascade. So we would do the Rocky Tar Pit first. Know the order of your things, people. Don't jump ahead. So we get the Cinder Glade, it comes in, and then we tap those 3 for Abzan Charm. You know, a little cheaty, I apologize. But then we cascade for 2. That's going to be a long time coming. I don't think we have very many 2 anythings. Okay, Arcane Signet. Boom, there you go. Shuffle up there. All right. Oh, easy. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I draw anything good? No, I still only have like destruction spells, which sounds good, but I mean, we're doing quite fine as it is. We don't really need to worry about them just yet. Does anyone have any kind of no fancy nothings on any of these? It's all about the 5 colors. Nothing is a flyer, so we're gonna have to go ahead and pass. But we got good blockers. End step trigger, bolster, untap, upkeep, draw. All right, that's pretty solid. I hope I didn't miss any combo triggers last time, but ooh, I should have been looking at that first. Oh, he does untap now, finally. Okay, so we're going to tap 2 and a blue to play Skilled Animator. When he enters the battlefield, target artifact becomes a 5/5 creature until Skilled Animator leaves the battlefield. And it is a 5/5 for the Parthenon, so it literally is itself. So it's not like it was like a 8/8 and now it's a 5/5 or something, which was one of the reasons I was hesitating. So that's perfect. So now it doesn't have to be crewed. It is a creature. It can attack on its own, which is very, very good. And that was a creature spell, so I didn't have to pay for that. We're going to tap 3 and then a red and a white with 1 blue floating to play Alibu Ancient Witness, which you guys have seen from last game, because apparently I can only ever play cards from prior games. Other artifact creatures you control have haste. He is not an artifact, so he doesn't have haste. Whenever 1 or more artifact creatures you control attacks, Alibu does damage equal to the number of tapped artifacts, and you scry that many number. I do not have any artifact lands, which is a bummer, but that's okay. He's an artifact creature, so he has haste as well. Nope, other artifact creatures. That's important. But that's okay. We got 2 bad boys right there. This is going to be good. All right, let's see what we got. We're going to go to combat. I am going to swing Optimus Prime and Parhelion 2 both at you. A declaration of attack triggers. Whenever attacks, create 2 4/4 white. And we actually have them from the other deck here. Maybe show me, where are they? Oh, come on. Okay. We make 2 4/4 flying vigilance. It's the same token. Sweet. So we make these guys tapped and attacking. And now they're not artifacts, so that won't affect this number. But we're also going to do direct damage. Now let's see what it says. Whenever one or more creatures you control attack, it deals to any target, so we don't have to send it at you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 4 damage, not much. Yeah, I guess we should. So we're going to send that 4 damage at you first off, putting you at 35. I scry 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see. We've got Mistress Factory. I think I'm going to put that on the bottom. I don't care. Peace Walker Colossus, which you saw last game, of course, but that's really good. Darksteel Forge, totally. Artifacts you control have indestructible. Definitely have to put that on top. And then Palladium Myrrh, and then Peace Walker Colossus, I think. I know you're like, but you get the Peace Walker out first, but it's like well, technically, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we got more than enough to do Darksteel. So yeah, I guess you're right. So Darksteel, Colossus, and then Palladium, or this Mistress Factory goes on the bottom. And then we continue on. So we've got my God, wow, this is crazy. Optimus is a 15 something. And then we've got 3 creatures in the air, 9, so with 13 damage in the air, which he has no flyers, so he has to take that. But no trample, so totally throwing the one snake in front of it, no biggie, boom. But yeah, you're taking 13 damage. That's down to 2 and 1, so you are down to 22, my friends. Kabam! Don't mess with the Autobots. No. Oh my god. Glorious Anthem. Sorry. So that's actually 1, 2, 3 more damage. Holy crap! Down to 19. Awesome. That wouldn't have affected. It affects Optimus, but it wouldn't have affected Optimus. All right. So that's everything with that. Now we're going to go ahead and move to our end step. Bolster. Now we're going to bolster somebody different for a change. We'll bolster one of these angels. No, sorry. The skilled animator. He has the lowest toughness. Then we will go ahead and pass turn. Wow, Transformers is making a big play for the win here. Well, there's still all 3 opponents on the field, so it's not that big, but you get the idea. Draw for turn. Keep drawing lands after I freaking do all this stuff to not have to do that. Alright. Creatures cost 1 less. 1, 2. To play Tome Raider. 1/1 flyer. You draw a card because it came in. And we tap something. We frost tap something. Now the question is, well, there's only options are only over here. Whenever you cast a creature, target creature the opponent controls doesn't untap. So it's not even really a May ability. It kind of has to happen. So we're going to go ahead and frost tap Optimus, obviously. Then I do have another creature I can play, but I think we want to start holding on to the creatures until we are at a stage where we can play a bunch of creatures, freeze tap his crap, and swing into him. So that might be the concept for right now. To that end, we are going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Contact Other Plane. Unfortunately, that is a non-creature, so we take the damage. You gain some life back up to 21. Oops, I tossed the red dice over there, so 21. And we need an actual D20, not a spin down. This really cool. You won't be able to see it, but there's it's like a snow globe. There's glitter and stuff swirling around. 19, holy crap. So 19 says, I scry 2, then draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Definitely going to friggin' put that stupid... Yeah, that's good. I don't know. The Robe of the Archmagi, I like it, but we've done so many things with, drawing cards already. Well, I mean, I guess we just kind of need it. I mean, because it's clearly not working yet, so that's on the bottom. So then we draw 2. Draw the robe and draw Blighted Agent. Okay, Infect, unblockable. Nice. We can play him, actually, because he would be a 1-drop. I'm starting to be, now I think maybe we should. I think we should tap that, play Blighted Agent, we Frost tap down this bad boy. And then once more, we're going to swing everybody. Yeah, at you. Let's get rid of you, because you keep pinging us every time we play a non-creature. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage at your face. That'll put you at 13, my friend. Or my enemy, I should say. All right, do we have any? There's nothing that says when we do damage, we gain anything. Nope, nope. Pass turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Play the land we just drew. We're gonna tap 1, 2, 3 for Liliana's Standard Bearer. 3/1 has flash, but that's fine. When it enters the battlefield, draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures that died under your control this turn. Well, that's fine. So none, unfortunately. But we do gain a life, and everyone else takes a damage. A damage, as it were. Down to 12, 25, and 32. 25. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and do the thing. Tap 2. Each player puts the mills. Oh, actually, good. Get rid of the land. Mill. Nope, another land. Oh my gosh. That is a creature. Okay, so everyone's going to take a damage. 24, 31, 11. And then you're the last one over here. Nope. Oh, that's the forge. Oh no. Well, that's good, but I forgot that was on there. But you know what? We can just do it again, and I believe we will, because it's also going to hurt you because you scryed a bunch. I was not even thinking about that. Bolster, trigger off of your instep. That's still, well, I think at that point we could choose, because they're all at 4 now, so I will put one on the angel. Sorry, but then again, everyone does the thing. Okay, creature, cool. Damage, damage, damage. What have you got? That's not a creature, it's an artifact. That's a land, and last. Man, I'm whiffing on these things. I can do it one more time though. Let's go. Whiff. Whiff. Oh my god. Whiff. Come on, Transformers. Yay, we should have known that. Yeah, so damage. 9, 22, 29. Alright, well, we at least did some damage. That's good. Ooh, okay, let's try some synergies here, shall we? We're going to tap Ariana, to sacrifice a creature and draw a card. We're going to sacrifice Comey's Faithful, draw a card. However, when we sacrifice, whenever he goes to the graveyard, whenever a creature dies, he dies. Oh, there's a stack. This is good. So when he dies, everyone takes a damage. Bing, 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 bing. Well, not everyone, them, opponents. But when he dies, each player mills 3. So 1 creature, 2 creature, 3. So that's, first of all, on me, that's 2 instances. Down to 6. Wow, this is nice. Okay. 19. Hang on. 19. 26. So then let's mill over here. 1. No. No. How about over here? No. Yes. No. 18. 25. 5. Oh man. I mean, I can only do 3 damage at best, but let's see what we got. Oh, there was second sun. I totally forgot. Oh no. Whiff, whiff, and whiff. Okay, well, it is cool that it got rid of the second sun, but it wasn't as good as it should have been. But still did some work. All right, so we're gonna pass turn. That's an end step trigger. We're gonna bolster this angel. You are precariously hanging on, my friend. Untap, upkeep, draw. Now we have to start doing some big stuff. And I think, it's not, I mean, I want to play a big spell because I want a big cascade, but this is really, again, still only going to F over Autobots. And he has been sending stuff. I mean, he smacked us for 13. But that's, basically it's one of those things like, if we do this, we're kind of just handing it over to them. But you know what? We're not going to win no matter what we do. So I say, F it, let's go. You smacked me, I'm going to smack a you. Black and a white. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Merciless Eviction. On exile all artifacts. That is all artifacts. It's including my own. So actually, I guess we'll tap that for the color, just get some use out of it. Cast trigger, though, however, we get the scry one. That's a chromatic core. It's a 5-color cool thing. We're going to leave that. And then, doesn't matter, though. We have to cascade. So I guess we should stack that to cascade first, because scrying is useless at that point. So yeah, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking for a 5-drop. But what am I saying? That is chromatic core. So that actually kind of works that way too. Let me know in the comments how you think it, like, if you're in control of it, should you stack it the cascade first or the scry first? Because in this case, it actually, scrying was like, yeah, I'm going to leave that there because it's going to trigger the cascade. I'm not sure what's better. But anyway, it's a 4/4 creature with first strike, flying, vigilance, trample, lifelink. And you can, bestow it, but we didn't. We just cast it. However, that is cast. So again, we scry. And that's a C-Step Citadel. We'll push that to the bottom. And then we are going to make a 4/4 Angel, which I don't think we actually have anymore at this point, because they're over there. This will be our 4/4 Angel. That's a 4/4, whatever the hell that is. And now we exile all artifacts. Let's make sure we don't have any artifact lands. This deck shouldn't, but just want to be careful. No artifact creatures, right? And then here's the bad. Yeah, this is bad. Artifact. Not an artifact. So unfortunately, let's move these down a bit. These all get exiled. Very, very unfortunate. Optimus goes back to the command zone. Now it costs 2 extra to cast. On his normal face anyway. Yeah, so no bolstering anymore. It's a good move. I mean, it's a good move, solid move from over here. We could swing over him, I guess. Wait, did we? Shoot. I think I did it off of that okay, right? I don't know if we cast anything over here that... What did we cast? Oh, I didn't cast anything. I played a land and then just triggered his thing a bunch of times, right? No. Oh, I played a creature and then and triggered a bunch of times. So it would not have affected Kambal. I don't believe we missed anything over here because we played him. We played the draw spells, but that's why we're so low. In addition to, of course, the milling draw, whatever you want to call that. Okay. Again, like I said, we could swing most of these. Here, these are Summoning Sickness. He has a, what is that? A 2/4. Could kill the commander, so we wouldn't want to swing that over, but everything else could swing. I don't know. I think we get this. Well, that's the real threat because he can just... I could just dump it into that and you're dead. So... But like I said, swinging over there... I guess swinging over here because it's going to get him lower. And the idea is that we're kind of just basically giving the game to her. So let's try that. What's our open creature? We have a Infect, not good, and a 1/3. Could stack block you fit. Okay. Yeah. All right. A 4/4 and a 4/3 are coming at you, and Kambal is coming at you. Just for the heck of it. So like I said, 4/4 and a 4/3. I have a 2/3. Well, my thing's gone anyway, so I might as well just block the 4/4 with it. That dies. And we take 4 down to 21. We're at 18. We don't want to take it. We'll block with the Blight. No. That's a 2/3 because if the Blight of the Aged, it will die. But it's only 2, so let's just take it at this point. I think it's dangerous because that's going to be a real concern, but I think we just take it. No end step over here, I believe, so we go ahead and pass. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay, we're definitely going to do this because you going to die for your insolence. White, and one other. To play Tempered Steel. Artifact creatures you control get +2/+2. Oh, you know what? These are not artifacts, so that no longer helps. Yeah. I mean, but all I have is... Right, that's not going to be too good. That's not helpful. So if I tap that for it, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? We're going to do that instead. Here's what we're going to do, people. We're going to tap for blue and white, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana to play Dance of the Mansi for 5. Return up to X target creatures, 5. Artifact and or enchantment cards. No, sorry. Up to 5 target artifact and or non-aura enchantment cards, each with value 5 or less, X or less, from your graveyard to the battlefield. If X was 6 or more, those permanents are 4/4 creatures in addition to. Okay, so they have to be artifacts. So that brings back a Palladium Myrrh. And it's each card mana value, so that brings Peace Walker. And Silver Myrrh. Okay, that's not horrible. They come back to the battlefield. It does not say they're tapped. I mean, there's still Summoning Sickness. But at least now we've got some mana. And we've got a thing. All right, that works. Yes, you know what? I am not going to swing at you because that would be foolish. We are absolutely... So these are 5/5s getting the buff, 6/6s. We're sending 12 damage in the air at you because you are currently a threat. You have no flyers, so you're going to take it all. So that's 12, meaning 30, 28. 28 life. All right, good, solid hit. Yeah, I like that. That's not bad. No end step stuff now. We're going to go ahead and pass. Because now enemy number 1's shifted from Autobots over to Lili, surprisingly. We're going to draw for turn. Oh my god, it's another land. Must have too much land in here or something. Alright, I'm going to tap. Well, kind of waste. No, I guess it's not a waste. 1, 2, 3 to play the Rogue of the Archmagi. And then we're going to tap the 4 to equip it. Nobody is a wizard or warlock or shaman, right? Shaman. Sorry. Nope. Okay, so we're going to equip it over here to get the highest value possible out of it. I have 1 mana. That is not enough to do anything. I did not cast a creature, so nothing's getting tapped down. But we are going to go to combat. 28 and 21. But we're at 16. I have to kind of agree that this is a bit of a threat, but these are both threats right now. So we should probably split the difference. We got 3 damage here, 1, 2, 3 damage here. and then a blighted agent and a cloud seeker. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send these two at you, these three at you. Let's go ahead and tap them because they do not have vigilance. All right, so you're gonna take 3 damage down to 25, and you're gonna get a poison counter. And then over here, you're gonna take 4 damage down to 17. And I'm going to draw 3 cards whenever you draw that many. Yep, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, sweet. Okay, that works. It's main phase 2. We hardly ever use main phase 2s in this game. We're going to tap 1 to play Towering Wave Mystic. It is... Oh, hey, look, it's a wizard now. So we can move it over, if we want. It's a blue spell. It costs 1 less. That's why it was only 1 to play. And we played a creature, so we're going to tap somebody down. What's her ability again, right? Because you can sacrifice it to draw a card. Her drawing a card isn't as big of a deal. Here's the thing. I think this would be a definite political thing. It's like, yo, I won't tap down your... But no, I won't tap your angels down if you make sure you send them on to her. So we'll tap down a Yara at this point, so it doesn't untap. Not like that's going to be a big deal. But there should be no end steps, so pass. Untap over here, draw, play a land for turn, and then, like I said, I mean, what we got? 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 instances of everybody milling a bunch. That's actually probably the way to go. Tapping 1. Everybody, well, it's only 1 card. I keep thinking it's more. Mill. Mill, oh my god. Wow. Okay, that was just a pure whiff. Horrifying. Do it again. Like, I understand, like, these two should definitely be having creatures. That, Autobots make sense. Because, those are going to be a lot of... Okay, he's a creature. He counts. So everyone's going to take a damage. Down to 4. All right. I don't know at this point. What's his shenanigans say one more time? Whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into your graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard. Okay, so what kind of creatures we got in the gold graveyardy? That's a good one. Oh, and we could get Coma's Faithful back again. That would be decent. Okay, really, only those choices. I ask because I have Cemetery Recruitment. I could pay 2 to bounce something back to my hand. Yeah, okay, you know what? We're going to pay 2, play Cemetery Recruitment, which... Hang on, just forgot about Kambal. I played the thingy, so 13. That was all I played though, right? Because I tapped 3 to play it, and then I had to tap 4 to equip it in the creature. Yeah, okay. So playing that is going to ding us for 2 here. And oh, you gain life. I keep forgetting. Oh man, up to 8 now, so that's not as good. But what we're going to do is we're going to get Fleshbag Marauder back to our hand. We're going to tap 3, play it, and then when it enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. So first off, black creature entered the battlefield. We're going to gain a life. Everyone's going to lose 1. Down to 12, down to 15. You're down to 7. Then we sacrifice something. Guess we can just sacrifice Fleshbag. Obviously, you're just going to sacrifice whichever one isn't the flyer, which I don't remember. Yeah, you'll take care. You'll sacrifice Tome Raider. I don't remember, honestly. So whichever one, that's now the flyer. That's the angel. And then problem is over here. I guess we'll sacrifice that one. But here's the thing, right? Whenever another creature dies, or so that's 3 creatures dying, 4 creatures dying, that's 4 more damage to everybody. So you're down to 3 again. You're down to 8. And you're down to 11. Ho ho ho. This is crazy. I can't believe Lili is doing as well as she does, considering it's literally just whatever cards I had. There's nothing bought for that deck. And there's no real proper synergy in this. I didn't really make it very well, but clearly it's all right. However, as usual, there's not a ton of interactions going on like there would be in a real game with my friends. You know, most of this board state wouldn't be here. Someone would have board wiped completely for sure. Someone would have, you know, bounced Optimus long before he had all those counters. Someone would have bounced Kambal. Someone would have exiled, exploded, whatever. So, you know, it's cool, but it doesn't, you know, I'm not as happy as you think I would be. All right, but unfortunately, that's really all we can do at this point. So we're going to go ahead and pass turn. We're going to untap. Upkeep, draw. No upkeep triggers, I believe. All right, so now whatever we play. Now, what do people have out? Okay, now at this point, because I want to play the biggest spell I can in order to, we'll play this land just to play it. The grass lands, comes in tapped, and I can say, it's another sacrifice land. I want to play the biggest thing to get the biggest cascade, however, it's just exile, Sylvan Reclamation, exile 2 target artifacts and or enchantments. That's really, again, just going to hurt Optimus, and he's not the threat. He's not, we hit him, we cracked him once. We did a lot of damage to him, getting rid of his stuff once. There's no real reason to do it again when this is what's killing us. But she doesn't really have, well, she does have an enchantment and an artifact, but they're not really helping her. So that's the problem. So blowing them up is not that big a deal. But, you know what, this is how I play. I don't see the need in chasing after you if you're the one that's going to kill me. I want to hurt the person that's killing me. So, you know, how crazy is that? White, green, and then we're just going to go 1, 2, 3 to play Sylvan Reclamation. So, triggers on the stack. All right, so we get a scry and we get a cascade. What do you think we should do? Should we scry first and then cascade, or cascade then scry? I'm not even sure if, like, maybe you don't have that choice. Maybe it has to go in a certain order. I don't think it does, but, you know, I've never, you know, that kind of depth on the rules eludes me. But we're going to try and cascade first. It seems like that's probably, you know, what. So we're cascading for 4, which that is. Holy crap, okay. And we're casting it. Whenever Yidris deals combat damage to a player, as you cast spells from your hand, they gain cascade. So it's like attack first and main phase 2. You cast your spells. So that's cool. All right, we got a 5/4. That's also really cool. With trample. Now we're going to scry. Decanter of Endless Water, really good card, but I'm going to go ahead and put that on the bottom. It's not going to help us. We don't need the mana. Now, we have a 4/4 flyer, and we do have some stuff on the field. Obviously, I'm not going to swing that. 5/4, that's the problem. Definitely swinging the 4 in the air at you. This is also in the air, so that's coming at you. And it has lifelink. Ho, ho, ho. And trample. And it's like everything. It's crazy. So that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to send 8 damage in the air at you. Oh, no, it's flash. Sorry. Yeah, so 4 down to 20, another 4 down to 16. And we gain 4 life again. My goodness, this deck is all about getting life somehow. Never built it that way, but that's what it's doing right now. Keeping us like, I'm not going, no! Clawing its way, you know, back up the edge to the cliffside. I'm gonna go ahead and pass. I mean, I don't think I have any end steps. I don't really think there's anything else I should be doing. So then untap. They didn't frost tap, right? Or did I? I did play a thing. No, I frost tapped her. That's right. Okay. That's Okay, these are the doubles over there. These are the regular lands. We're gonna draw. Cha. Okay, that's not horrible. And we do have artifacts now. So now we can do the 1, 2, 3 for tempered steel, and then 1, 2 with 1 floating for Master of Ethereum. It's a 0. It's a XX basically. Asterisk, I guess. Whenever its power and toughness is equal to the number of artifacts you control, which is actually only 1, 2, 3, so it's only a 3/3. But other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1. So he is getting. So right now, artifact creatures are getting +3/+3, and all creatures are going to get +1/+1. So that is helpful. Now we need 4 to crew that thing. However. Well, okay, that's interesting. And I forgot we do have the 2 mana off of him. So we're not gonna waste the angels because they're 5/5s with that 6/6s. We need to keep that. They're absolutely going. But because of these buffs, actually just this buff alone, we can Palladium Myrrh to crew the Peace Walker, which now gets these buffs as well. So that makes it a 9/9, 10/10. However, it doesn't have trample or flying or anything. So it's kind of like, you know, it's impressive, but it's going to get easily blocked. But yes, we're still doing it. So we are sending all of it at you. 12 in the air again, and 10 on the ground. So that is lethal unless you block something. You're going to take the 12, which is putting you at 4, and you have to block with somebody. Obviously, just blocking that, no problems. Not a concern. Boom, done. 4, 7, look at that. Back down, okay. Nothing else to do here. We are now wide open. We have 1 little 3/3 to block. And pass. Untap, upkeep. No upkeep triggers that I am aware of. Draw for turn. Play a land for turn. Let's see. I mean, that at this point, that is almost overkill. Although, you know, I mean... Alright, so what damage do we have on the board? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, basically. 7 and a 4, so we can kill. We can definitely kill that, which is what we should do. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be real difficult for us to survive. Okay, let's see. What is this? Okay. Got some shenanigans planned. Let's see what we got. Excuse me. I'm going to move to combat. We are going to swing these 2 creatures. Oh, we definitely don't want to swing that at her. Actually, we don't want to swing that at anybody right now, as long as that stupid Sir Conrad's on the field. I mean, I guess it depends how that works, because it'd be cutting it close. Instead, we'll just send these 2. Then this one, yeah, we're not going to worry about that anymore. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage unblockable at you. And then 2 unblockable damage at you, actually. Get you down to 9. You dead. Kaboom, I tell you dead. And we get to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's a lot of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We will have to get rid of some of these lands. But we still have a main phase. We're going to want to keep 1 land open. We won't do it like that. I'm doing it like that for you and myself, let's be honest. I'm not even going to lie. Well, let's play some spells, right? There's some creatures. Oh, that's definitely what we need. Yeah. Okay, creatures cost 2 less, so we're going to tap 2. Actually, now that I think about it, I kind of probably could have done a little bit better, but tapping 2, costing less to play Eternal of the Harsh Truths. tapping down your flyer. Then we're going to tap 1 to play Fairy Seer. When it enters the battlefield, we scry 2, land and an owl. We'll put the land down there, leave the owl. Play the creature, we're going to tap down your other flyer, so you're not hitting me in the air, at least. Now, unfortunately, I can't play 2 more creatures. I don't have 2 more creatures. Especially not for that price point, as it were. So we're gonna have to play at least 1 creature. 1, 2, 3, costing 1 less for Kite Sail Skirmisher. We're gonna tap down this angel so it can't attack. So we're trying to eliminate these flyers as best we can, since I used my flyers, which was, kind of stupid. But I have this flyer right there. Yeah, and then we're going to go ahead and end turn. We'll pass. You're dead. We're going to move over there. I did draw the cards already, and there's nothing else. Right, nothing else has any kind of after effects. So we're going to go. Boom. This is interesting. Unblockable might pull off the win in a very slow, meandering kind of way that it shouldn't be. These cannot untap. We are going to draw. We're going to, play the... Oh, oops, that wasn't actually. I apologize. That's not a tappable land for mana. And neither is this. I mean, yeah, I can, but I'm at 7 life and I don't really care about it right now. All right, so we do have some destruction spells that we should probably be destructing things. All right, I think the most obvious is we're going to tap a green. Wait, where's, okay, sorry. Black, green, blue for Sultai Charm. Destroy target monocolored creature. So we're going to destroy your commander. I mean, yeah, you can just replay it. It's not even that big a deal, I guess. Would it be better to destroy Matt? It's only affecting these 2 things. I don't think that's big. I mean, I could have blow up the thing that's drawing cards. I mean, yeah, that's... yeah, I guess that's probably... I don't know, because like I said, more than enough. It's not going to stop from attacking, so maybe stop, like force you to re-equip all that stuff. That was a 3-drop, so we cascade for 2. I don't even know if there's anything else in here for 2. Oh, there you go, Bloom Tender. These go on the bottom, any order, and Bloom Tender goes in the field. Summoning Sickness, so we can't even use her thing. Then we will, however, tap red, and for the love of crap, do I not have an open black, really? Like, what the hell? It's not a super huge important thing, but oh shoot, what did I play over there? It was just creatures, right? Let me go back and check real quick. I apologize. I hate dragging the game out, but I want to make sure, because the life gain could be important. No, okay. There's nothing in the graveyard that wasn't sacrificed. Okay, so I didn't play anything except those new creatures. Yes, okay, good. Because that could be important, because that would have gained him life. And cost me life over there. Yeah, well, shoot, I can't even really do anything. Well, I can. Okay, hang on. This isn't going to make any difference, but we'll play Obsidian Obelisk. Comes in tapped anyway. There you go. There's your thing. That's it. Obviously, well, we will go to combat. You only have a 3/3. Shoot. That can't attack. But we do have a 5/5 and a 4/3. You know what? What? Yeah, alright, so we're going to send these 2 at you. A 4/3 and a 5/4. I will block the 5/4 That dies. I'll take 4 down to 5 total life. Oh my gosh. This is a close game. I'm really surprised. I'm probably missing something blatant. I'll watch it again and I'll be super pissed at myself. But I don't think there's any major end step things that I've been missing or whatever. So we're going to pass. We're going to untap. Wait, what did we tap? We tapped that one down. That's why it's way over there. And, okay, yeah. So we're going to draw for turn. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Sort of. 1, 2 to play Mobilizer Mech. No, it won't because, well, I mean, we can still do it, but that would kind of be unnecessary. Because he doesn't have haste, so I can't, like, I was going to be like, I'll crew him, and then I'll crew that, and we can swing, it's like, All right, 7 over there, 8 over there. We only have 2 extra mana. Well, 4 technically. What's that? The crew? Yeah. Well, that doesn't count. That's not. I don't think vehicles can crew vehicles anyway. All right. Right, and we lost that buff, so it's a. Yeah. Again, no trample. Kind of means it doesn't really matter which one of these 2 we send. If we use him to crew that and send, or, you know, this will be bigger, of course, but there's no trample, no flying. It's not going to get through anybody. All we have is this 4, 5, the 6, 6 in the air. Can't even kill anybody. I honestly don't know. Yeah, everyone's got plenty of blockers to stack up and take it, or just, you know, one little thing would be all it takes to get rid of, or to block the damage, and then you've got, you know, and you're kind of tapped out, I guess. I guess we'll just move to combat. We'll just send the 6, 6 angel at you. No, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6, 6 angel. You're down to 1, but you survive. You lucky soul. There's nothing. Oh, I could have proliferated, I suppose. Well, see, again, you know what? Attacks happened. I'm stupid. That is the smart play. I should have not played this so that I would have had enough mana. Right, because I need 4. So it would have basically been tap these 2, tap Karn's Bastion, proliferate that. It would have been a kill shot on you, at least. But it is what it is. I screwed it up. I hate that phrase. Stop saying it. But the point is, I'm gonna let it. I messed up. That's a good learning lesson. Look at all your cards, even your lands. When it's this close, look at all possibilities. I will not remember that, but you should. Pass turn. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay, we're going to tap 1 to play Augur Owl. Going to tap down that flyer. I get to scry 3 when it enters the battlefield. We'll leave this on top, these 2 on the bottom. Do I have any kind of abilities that allow me to draw now? Because that would be helpful. But no. Okay, and what's really sad is, okay, we'll play a land for turn, which is whatever. Did I already do that? I don't think I did. We'll pay 2 to play Crashing Drawbridge. Defender 0/4, very underrated card because you can tap it. It has Summoning Sickness now, so I can't do it now. But going forward, I can tap it to give all of my creatures haste until end of turn for each turn. So that's really cool. But I did play a creature, so I can tap down another flyer. Unfortunately, that's the last creature I have. I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Bident of Thassa. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. All right, but that's 5, and that is 1. We've got to have this 1 right now, right? I don't even know why we were messing around. I apologize. We're going to send Coral Reef at you, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it. Overkill. Because I'm a jerk. So these 3 at you, and these 3 at you. Bam, boom, pow. Holy crap. I won. Okay. Yeah. It's 1 damage, unblockable. You can't stop it. 5, 6, 7, whatever. There you have it. Match 2 of 5 Colors Matter, Transformers, Unblockable Equipment, and Lili Tribal. Your winner is Unblockable Equipment. Did not do the way it should do and how it should show you. The idea is, a lot of little guys, yes, but a bunch of little equipments that attached on them so that it would be, they were supposed to be hitting everybody for like 3, 4, 5 unblockable damage far earlier. Just so, far earlier. That's how it should win. This is way too many turns into it for it to be acceptable, but I'm glad it won. That was cute. I'm glad. That was a close game at the end, too. That was kind of fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got ideas for your own decks. Please leave comments if you thought of something cool to go in any of these, or if you, made your own decks and you want to brag about them, please do. Please check out some of the other shows on my channel, and I will see you guys next time.